Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends opinion. Let's share, collaborate, but most of all, let's fight.
Hello there, Raiders. Hope you're having a great day. It's Mother's Day here in the US. Hope you guys are celebrating all the mothers out there and having a great time with them, showing them love. You should celebrate mothers every day, no matter what day there is. Celebrate those that bring life to this world, and not just on Mother's Day. But today, this Mother's Day, we just go extra special and go all out and show them even more love. Anyways, Raid has gone out and put a promo code for Mother's Day, Raid Mother Day, in singular. So go ahead and throw in your promo code if you didn't use it yet today, or if you didn't know about it. It's not bad. It's a 5-star chicken and some silver for you. So not a bad promo code. I already put in mine and got it. I even collected the rewards, I think. So you get a 5-star chicken, you get 250 energy, which is more than they usually give you. So they're pretty happy about that. And you also get some silver. So not bad at all. Little promo code for you on Mother's Day, and everybody can use it. So go ahead and throw in your promo code. Just wanted to make a short video to show you that. And also give you some news. We are having tomorrow a deck of fate with some awakening boost here. So you're gonna be able to get a boost on pulling some mortal soul stones. Those are the small ones, and it's to the rank, right? 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star. And if you pull, you get to participate in the deck of fate. And the deck of fate, people seem to be talking about it all day and seem to be disappointed it's not a guaranteed champion, and that is basically accessories. And the accessories that you get from this deck of fate, there's going to be 30 accessories, 36-star accessories in total. It's going to be for the Swift Fairy set and the Fleshing set. Now, I can tell you right now, I'm gonna go all out in this deck of fate. I plan to get every single accessories there. I'm even gonna go ahead. I already sold my souls for it. We're even gonna sell this to the OCS soul. There we go, sell. Make sure we have enough to go all out on this deck of fate. And why is that? Well, because I can tell you one thing. Since they reworked these gear sets, the Swiftberry set and the Flesher set, and made them 9 pieces, and you get significantly added value with the 9 pieces over the 6, right? For example, the Swiftberry, you get 50% ignore defense by having the accessories. The only way you've been able to get those is by doing live arena and managing to place in the top I think it's 500 that they have, top 500, which means you're in platinum. That's top 500 in the world, right? You have to get over this and get into platinum, and then manage to stay there. And that last hour to manage to stay in platinum, especially the last half hour, I don't know what happens. Like, everybody's playing becomes impossible. You just drop down. It's very hard to stay there. I mean, for me at least it is. Look, I've been trying to place in Platinum Arena since this started happening for the past 3 weeks at least. I haven't managed to play once. In the last 2 hours, I always get into Platinum Arena, get a few extra points, right? And suddenly I guess the platinum players just defeat my team very easily, my defense, very easily, not no matter what I put up, because my defense can't win a battle. And I start losing points, and I just see my skull drop all the way out, and it doesn't matter what I do, I can't stay in platinum to actually manage to get these accessories. Take today, for example. I set aside the time, I was ready, I got into Platinum Arena, there was 1 hour to go, I kept myself there. Then I used all of my gems, about 275 gems, to get in there, stay in there. I used all of my refills that I have from the game. And then I thought I was safe with about 27 minutes to go, a little than half an hour. And then by the time I went like this and refreshed it, I was out of it. It knocked me back out, and then I had nothing, no way to get any more refills. Couldn't spend any money to get the back in with 30 minutes to go, and then I just saw the score kept going up. When it kicked me out, it was a 4,020 to 4,220 something, and then it gained an extra 100 points. It's just ridiculous. It's very hard to place. It's very hard to get your hand on these accessories. And then I have watched screenshots and videos of people that actually do get accessories that manage to place it. You don't get that many of them. So to get a full set of them for any faction, right? There's 16 factions. Get actually 3 of them. So you get actually Swiftberry, and then you get a 9-piece for 1 champion. It's extremely hard, right? And we're not even talking about actually getting the right stats on them, right? We're not even going to get into that. So it's very hard to get these. They're very limited. 500 players get them a week, right? It's once a week. So it could take you, 6 months, a year to get a really good set for your nuker champion, for a couple of champions. It's very difficult. So that's a very coveted prize, and it's going to be available at Deck of Fate. Hopefully they'll put it out in multiple ways in the future, not just one way, and we'll be able to get our hands on most of it. So look, if you have Mortal Soulstones, I don't have that many. I'll definitely open some Eternal Soulstone, and I'm hoping to get a few pieces, and get some in there. If you look at the picture here, they have some chests that look like mythical. So if you could get some mythical accessories, I recommend you go for it, because it is very hard to get these accessories. And this is the first time that most players are going to be able to get their hands on our players like me. They can't get into Platinum Arena. So get in there, do your Deck of Fate. Why not? It's definitely a worthwhile price. I know it's not a guaranteed champion, but it's something that can really make your champions stand out if you get a good set. 3 of them for 1 champion, 3 of them for 1 faction. I don't know how they're gonna split it up. I know that there's gonna be 30 in total available in the deck. I don't know what the split of rarity is, or how they split 30 different accessories across 2 different sets, maybe 15 and 15, and then across 16 factions, right? So it's gonna be very hard to get 3 in the same faction. It's just, in this game, there's so much RNG, it's very difficult. So if you can, you read the news, get ready for it. Just try to have some fun. Open some Mortal Soulstone. I actually was bored, and I had these are ones that I just been farming, but I had some from Sand Devil like half a week ago, and I opened them for no reason, just because I wanted to. I tend to do that with a Soulstone. I just start opening them, and I actually ended up. It wasn't too bad what I got from them, and then today I started selling everything I had. In order to make sure I'm ready to open something now that they have actually announced something. I was expecting a Deck of Fate at some point, but I didn't think it would be for accessories like this, and now that they have announced it, I'm definitely going for it. I recommend you do as well. Once again, it's something to do on Monday. Hope you're having a nice, relaxed Mother's Day out there, and that if you are going for the fusion, that your fusion is going well. It's a nice, relaxed fusion for Masashiro. I got 40 shards already. Go for it. I saw that a lot of people for some reason, are planning to skip here at the beginning of the fusion. My philosophy, as always, don't try to skip anything. If you have time, if you can do it, do everything that you can at the beginning, because you don't know what's going to happen in your life. You don't know what's going to come about and interrupt what you're doing in a game. If you're going to have time to just set aside for entertainment, stuff happens in life. The reason why they put extra shards in there is for an emergency, so you can complete the event. So don't plan to skip stuff at the minute. Just try to do everything if you can. And if at the end you have gotten everything and there are no emergencies, then you can decide to skip something. I try not to skip things at the beginning, so I've gone for everything so far. I'm gonna do my Fire Knight tomorrow, because a portion of this deck of fate is actually gear farming. So you can get points by gear farming. So I can do Fire Knight then, and then I did most of the Summon Rush. I consider these 3 pieces were extremely cheap. I had only 1 Sacred Shard. I opened it, and then I opened everything else I had to get this far. The difference between 3,500 and this 5,100 mark is just too much, the increase for this additional 5, right? Everything was around 700 points going up, or the difference between these 3, and then here it increases by more than double, right? You gotta go 1,500. That's too much for an additional 5. There's an extra 15 shards. So since the cost increases so much for this one, I skipped this one, and I got these 3. The Gear Hunters tournament that ended last night, I actually fell asleep doing it and ran out of energy and didn't finish it, and I was right there, almost done getting those 5 shards. Needed very little, I know, and I fell asleep and just couldn't get it. Tried to stay up, finishing. I always have trouble doing Gear Hunters. I don't know whether I just approach it incorrectly or what it is. It seems to take so much more energy than anything else. It's extremely expensive energy-wise for me to do Gear Hunters. It doesn't matter where I do it, whether I do it in a dungeon or whether I do it doing campaign battles. I did a lot of it doing campaigns because we also had this champion training going on. But anyways, as you can see, I try to go for everything with the 5 pieces that were in the Summon Rush, and the 5 pieces for that Gear Hunters that I missed. That's 10 pieces that I've already missed. So I'll go for pretty much everything else. There's about 15 extra, I think, that you can skip. That's if you're not counting for getting, there's a total 30 extra, but I never count for, placing first and second place. There's gonna be some pieces here for placing first and second place, and there's gonna be some in the champion chase as well, but that's so competitive, so hard. I never account for it. I never plan that I'm going to actually get that. Anyways, that's all to say that I hope you have a plan, whatever fits you, to get your fusion done. It's a reviver. I usually prefer nukers, but it's good to have revivers. I wish I have gone for Hilvi. I learned my lesson with Hilvi. Now I go for every reviver, and I'm looking forward now that it has reset for the Green Forest to get my last 10 shards for Anaxia and see what it's like. Once I get them, I'm probably gonna save it for a champion chase to open it. It'll probably take a week or 2 to get those extra 10 shards, and then I'll be very excited to get another mythical. I don't have that many. I only ever pull 2 mythicals out of crystals. That's nice. If you're gonna pull any mythical, you want to get it nice. And the first one I ever put are base, and these 2 you get for free in the game. So I finally got less than a month ago my Mikage, and of course I got Empress as soon as I could from basically doing Chimera in game. So do your fusion, get your promo code if you haven't gotten it, and hopefully if you can, go for this deck of fate. It's important to get those accessories if you can about them. Maybe there will be some luck involved and we'll actually get 3 for Swiftberry. Everybody will. We can all hope, right? Anyways, have a great day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And it shows a love to your Mother's Day. Extra love, more than you do every day. And enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by the channel. And enjoy the rest of the day. Take care.
Thanks for watching, Raiders. Now if you can please share, like and subscribe, then go fight throughout Teleria.